We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Edgar Berlanga, 6 foot 1 inches tall with a reach of 73 inches. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body, tipped the scales at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He's 5 foot 11 inches tall and has a reach of 72.4 inches.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
It's Edgar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from San Juan, Puerto Rico, the outstanding knockout artist known as the Chosen One, Edgar Berlanga. Fighting out of the blue corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. So here we go. Should be a good one. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Do you believe what we are seeing? This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. How many more uppercuts can he take? Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Couldn't land that jab. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
Nice counter. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford...
And there's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Punches coming from every angle. The upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. Down goes Berlanga. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here. Unless we get some late drama, I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Relax. Stay focused. Don't give away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill. Tap.
Whoa, Johnny! Berlanga's in trouble. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Catch and shoot. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
It's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and you'll ride it on this guy. You must, that's it. He's not in your limit.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they pulled that thought. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Robinson goes to the canvas. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of...
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
to make or break a fighter.
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breath.
You were smart, you weren't loading up.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Let's go with that right uppercut. And he scores with the counter. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Big whiff with the right hook. The jab doesn't quite connect. Perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, make it look so easy.
Listen, beast.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Just keep it.
Let's start the 6th. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Shows him when it's down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Good work out there, the track.
Get out there and switch up. Get this boxing thing. Great work.
Stay focused. Don't win back into the fight. Great work.
Round 7, here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Jab slightly off target. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Uh-oh, Berlanga, code red time, he's in trouble. Punch, counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Berlanga is wobbly. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Good work, and with that jab slip.
Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just boxing. Just
So what you're doing, the gap's in there. You're thinking, you're smart.
go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him get back into this. You
Be focused. Don't win back into the fight. Don't give him all for your shots.
back behind your jab. Basic. Just get your rhythm.
And there's the bell for round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's all offense all the time. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Just missing with the uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice stop, but that won't score. Good job stopping that uppercut. Good counter punching. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He blocks that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just... Oh, wait a minute! Robinson hit hard and he may be ready to go! The 3 judges agree and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.